My first look at the BMW i4, the all-electric 3 Series, well, rather a 4 Series Gran Coupé, if you want to take it that way. Definitely here the competitor to the Tesla Model 3, the electric sedan by BMW in this typical BMW i shape. And we also can see the new double kidney here, closed, vertical and horizontally. Everything is big, and then the blue accentuations here. This fits very, very well, of course, also to the BMW logo, and they work with blue for all their BMW i models. So very strong front there. And also here a sporty lower part here with the bumper. The headlamps here, LED or optional, also with the BMW laser light, once again with the blue accentuations. You can see it here. And of course this car works very, very well in white. And I remember my grandma had a BMW 3 Series in white and E30, and well, maybe this is how the future of BMW will continue then. There will be rear-wheel drive models and also an all-wheel drive model, like an M50 model, so to speak. Soon more to the power figures. First of all, let's take a look at the side profile here, and I would say we move that sign here away so we can see more of the vehicle. Sorry, BMW guys. There, we need a more clear look of the vehicle. Look at that. These are the 19-inch wheels, different size available. Here also in a 2-color scheme. And once again, the BMW i blue accentuation, and I think it really works very well with the white. Then we have a very, very stretched roofline. As I said, more like a 4 Series Gran Coupé. Integrated door handles for better wind efficiency. It comes close to Tesla Model 3 as for the CD value. Little bit difference. Not as good as a Tesla Model 3, but definitely comes already quite close. The electric range, yeah, it depends on the power output, but supposed to be some up to 600 kilometers or 500 kilometers for the more powerful M50 version. So we can expect some 300 miles plus, maybe even 370 miles then for the lower power versions in an optimum scale. We'll see, of course, soon with the driving test of this vehicle if this is true. So subscribe if you haven't done it so far. Autogefuehl with Thomas. Towards the rear, we have here shoulder forming right there, and we'll soon also talk about the charging and so on. And the tail lamps already begin here kinda at the side and are really stretched all the way across the vehicle, and a very clean design in the rear as well, with the blue accentuation around the BMW logo. And if we take a little broader perspective, we can see in the lower part we have this kind of diffuser style, once again with the blue contrasting color, and even form follows function as well, because this is also to optimize the wind flow. The length, by the way, 4.78 m or 188 inches, and wheel sizes from 17 to 20 inch. So this one then towards the upper range. As for the battery, 81 kilowatt hours net, so that's actually quite substantial, and recharging 7.4 or optional 11 kilowatt AC or 200 kilowatt DC, so this will then also guarantee a good fast charging possibility. Well, and in the front there is no frunk, just this cover, so as you can see, we can see nothing. Acceleration figures, by the way, for the rear drive model, 5.7 seconds. For the eDrive 40 and the M50 model will have 3.9 seconds in the acceleration figure to 1 kilometers or 62 miles an hour. Air suspension for the rear axle is standard actually. An option, you can also get an adaptive M suspension then, especially for the M50 model. It even has towing capacity like 1,600 kilograms or 3,500 pounds, so you can even put a trailer then behind this car that looks already kinda sporty. Even more interesting, what have they done with the interior? Well, since it's like a 4 Series Gran Coupé, you also have this fastback opening, and I really love that. It's also a great advantage if you compare it to the Tesla Model 3. And this is then 470 up to 1,290 liters in capacity. This is like just a small cover right there. And then you can lift this one up, have some more space here, the optional Harman Kardon sound system, that you get a real bass here. Why not? From a subwoofer, some more cubby space right here, 12-volt power supply, hangers, and we cannot fold the seats from here. We have to do that from trunk. But I mean, this is actually very good in length, not too high actually. But to me, the best advantage is definitely that you have this good access here due to the fastback opening. And hey, since we're here, why not test the child safety? Yeah, that's well done, Thomas proof. towards the interior, once again here, the integrated door handles, but you see here, they fold out to the upper button. This is very interesting, and it gives a better feedback than the Porsche ones that we know to do. Oh, door closing sound is not good at all here, but it also has frameless doors. You can see it right there. No dual installation glass though, see, single glass. And we did have vehicles with frameless doors like the Volkswagen Arteon, which had a good door closing sound nevertheless. Soft touch materials at the inside of the doors. Ambient lighting right here. This really reminds us rather of the normal 3 Series, what we see at the inside of the doors, but really good materials definitely. And then towards the main interior, we can see once again that we have more blue accentuation. Here also, from the chassis, that looks fancy, right? And then the lower part, right here, also with the blue accentuation right there. And then typical BMW i, once again, blue around the logo. 3 Series steering wheel here too. The display is actually completely different. So that display here, 12.3 inch in the left, 14.9 inch in the right. And it looks like it would go all the way through, but of course they are two different or two separated screens. But this is definitely a different layout than we know from the combustion engine models. As for the seats, this one here is the animal skin seat, which is of course not fitting to the sustainable electric concept. How do you know it is the one? It has this structure here, this, like this, these different parts in this shape. There you see that this is the animal skin seat you should also avoid. However, they have a wide choice of either fabric Sensatec mix or a completely perforated Sensatec high-grade leatherette in beige, red, brown and black. So 4 different color choices then. So it will feel approximately the same. We've seen the new Sensatec materials in the BMW 5 Series facelift already, and they offered really great material quality there. So looking forward to update you with that one. As for the seating position, it is somewhat 3 Series alike. Electric control of the seats here, of course, and one is a 6 or 6.1. Still some headroom left here. This is the one with the panoramic roof. We cannot open it here at the moment, not fully powered. Steering wheel up and down, in and out, very, very smooth process as we know from BMW. So overall, how do you feel? It's the i4 and not like the 3 Series or something. Mainly the display, and you sit relatively low in the vehicle as well. Seating position, I would say, could be a little bit more comfortable, but is overall suitable. Hey, heated steering wheel, of course, one of my favorite features. I would say let's take a deep look at this, impressive screen setup. Cockpit overview here, nice matte wood, but the overall impression is, yeah, kinda 3 Series or 4 Series, but then again with this attached display. Integration, because it goes all the way through, it's kind of okay, but at the same time it looks also kind of attached. But then again, we have a good view to that, and we can also still access it here for the touch. Soft touch here also, still a manual climate knob. Sorry, not a climate knob, of course, a volume knob. But I do miss the manual climate knob, definitely, because they are gone. They would be here, right there in the 3 Series. So here we have the climate controls right there in the screen. At least they stay at the same place. Okay. Then they have a completely... What is this? They have a completely new infotainment system, but definitely less overview than before. I can also control it from the lower button. This is good that I do not have to use the touchscreen while driving all the time. Okay. But then again, I think it offers less overview than before. The map, actually, we know it from the visualization here at IAA Motor Show in Munich, of course, and also close to the headquarters of BMW. So this is kind of the same. But what do you guys think about this new infotainment software? I think the older one offered us really a better overview of what we're doing. What's your take on that? If we move over to the instruments, actually, there's not so much to see or to control there. You can reset here the consumption figures and so on. When we drive the vehicle, then we will able to see even a little bit more of that. As I said, if you're subscribed, you won't miss the driving review of that one. The steering wheel itself, right side here, still real buttons. With nice clicking sounds here, for example, for the volume on the right side. Left side, and everything to control the cruise control for the level 2 autonomous driving settings, of course, with adaptive cruise control and so on and so on. My favorite area is rather here down below, start stop button in blue accentuations, and also here a normal shifting lever to get something of this, more classic BMW feeling. And this one here we know very well. First of all, this control in here for the infotainment system, and in the top part here, lower top part, you have inductive charging pad, adaptive cup holders, and also some nice wooden structure, matte wood, love that. And here very well attached this armrest and USB-C charging. Can you take it, Conny?
No.
No, he can't? Yeah, here we have this USB-C charger. Now getting towards the rear, this will be very interesting, and I have set the seat to my driving position, and you see there's not much legroom left, so feel kind of cramped in here. Headroom wise, this is actually okay for tall adult. Then there's a substantial middle tunnel, USB-C chargers, but then getting to the middle seat, will be some kind of a problem. First of all, let's take a look here. We can fold this one as a ski hatch, for example. We can also fold the rest of the seats from here, and this is here then for the adaptive cup holders. So what we can clearly see here, this was not thought as an all-electric vehicle. They are running from the same assembly plan as a normal BMW 3 Series, and you see that here. Like a Tesla Model 3, yes, it doesn't look that fancy like the BMW i4 from the outside, so the exterior is, to me, really cool. Yeah, everything shall be in order. Order! Then here, you can sit here, but especially the rear, it's not such a short vehicle, but it's really cramped in the rear. So my verdict is they are not using the advantages of an electric vehicle with this one here. The driving dynamics, which are soon to come on our channel, will probably be amazing. I'm pretty sure about that. But the space you have in the interior on all the seats, kind of a little bit wasted. Good vehicles to compare, Polestar 2 and Tesla Model 3. We have a very interesting comparison episode of them. See you there.